5-day crypto daily Chainlink update. Today in this video, we're going to look at the ADX and DI indicator, and we're also going to look at a general helpful, kind of time frame. And as you see in front of you, just a helpful way to look at charts. Not necessarily ideal. This isn't like to the penny. This isn't exactly how everybody else would draw it. But as a general rule of thumb, you need to start thinking about charts when you look at them on any coin, something like this. You want to be you could go draw. I would encourage you to do this on your favorite coin or a multitude of coins and see what you come up with. So this is just on the daily chart and what I've drawn for a link for Chainlink against the US dollar. Okay. So generally, you're gonna have far fewer sells and far fewer buys than the said do nothing zone. And why, a bunch of new traders or the masses tend to not do as well, and the majority of them lose money, is because they simply do not understand the fundamentals of this. And usually they're just a little bit too anxious to spend money or get in the market, often get bored of sideways action. They want to 10x their money overnight. And as you can see in the chart in front of you, most of the time, you're not doing a whole lot. If you were to only buy in the buy zone and only sell in the green zone, it's far less times occurring than in your yellow zone here, right? The do nothing zone. Basically just sideways trending, the chop, right? Yeah, when you get to these deeper dives or higher peaks, those are the times you need to be taking profits here. You need to be buying, or at least DCAing down here, DCAing up here, right? I don't recommend all in or all out approach, but this is a general rule of thumb. And you might say, well, what if we go higher than this, or what if we go lower than this? Then you do this plus some. Then you do this plus some, right? So this is general rule of thumb, and you can get, if you want it a little bit clearer, you can either put it on a line chart, right? This helps, right? You can see a little bit easier there. And these are not arbitrarily drawn, right? These boxes are not just, I didn't just throw these up here, okay? You want to generally draw them at lines of support and resistance here. If you push higher than your support and resistance, it's probably time to take some profits, right? You could draw this a little bit higher or lower depending on, your comfort level of said moves, right? And then, right, support and resistance. Again, rough trend lines, right? You got your bounce here, and you come down, start breaking down these, and you get to kind of these low levels. It's generally an idea to start coming back into the market. And when you get to these high levels, it's generally a good idea to start exiting said markets. Okay, so if you want an even clearer picture, I would advise drawing these on the daily and then zooming out to the weekly, right? This is really, it gets clear cut here, right? You don't have a whole lot of time up here, and you don't have a whole lot of time down here. You got a lot of time in the middle, and it's just patience pays dividends in any kind of trading. If you're impatient, usually it gets transferred to the patient. So hopefully that sinks in with someone, and hopefully this helps you. And I would encourage you to go find your coin and draw this something similar. It's really easy. Just go to your boxes. Let me see if I can pull it over here. Most of you probably got this or know how to do it, but most of you could probably move your boxes better. You know what? I could do a tutorial if you want some. Send me a message on Twitter or Telegram, and I can help you out if you need to know how to set this kind of stuff up. It should be pretty easy. You just get your little square tool and draw it, and you can color them different. I'm happy to help you. Join my Telegram. It's free, 100% free. Send me a question. You saw this, and I'm glad to help you. If you want more help, we have a Patreon and private teachings in there. So let me know what you think of this. If you like it, if it helps you kind of break it down on an eye level, just a quick glance, you could draw this pretty quick, and just keep it on your coin and see where your coins are and where did you buy, where did you sell. If you've never sold, well, then where did you buy? You're in at some point. Or where did you sell when you got out of it? Did you sell up here? Did you sell here? Right? You want to have your chart set up so you don't have a whole lot of buys and you don't have a whole lot of sells. You kind of want to be waiting for the extremes to be taking profit or to be buying back into the markets. Most people kind of get these two zones backwards. The masses, the 95% of people that actually lose money, usually this is their buy zone and this is their sell zone. That's kind of how the fear and greed index works, right? Selling in greed is hard to do. Buying in fear is hard to do. And this is hopefully helps somebody out there. If it helps one person, it's well worth it. So that is that, as they say. So let's go look at the ADX and DI for Chainlink against the US dollar on the daily. So the ADX is in the orange, right? This is kind of your strength of whoever's in charge. Your bears are in the red, right? So if you're there on top and your ADX is cranked, we got big grizzly bears up here, okay? That's not what you want. And then the bulls are in the green, so we want them on top. We tried to in January, only lasted for a couple days here. We got a bullish cross with our ADX increasing, but it came right back down, okay? So usually I like to use the ADX as a kind of a front run signal, but as you can see, it gets a lot of fake outs. So I'm a big fan of the weekly on the ADX and DI. And as you can see, the ADX is just basically almost flatlined here. So no strength out of bulls or bears. It's just kind of going sideways. And that's why you see a lot of this crossing. What we'd want to see out of Chainlink is, and what has historically been, well, I mean, the bulls of basically all of Chainlink's life up until recently have been in charge, right? And now the bears are starting to fight back a little bit. So hopefully we get the bulls to get sharpen their horns a bit and get across. This is what we're waiting for bigger momentum to the upside. When the next altcoin season comes, when Bitcoin gets more bullish, about 50K again, then Link can hope. We want to be watching this, and we'll keep you updated. We make pretty much daily updates on Link, so be sure to watch, subscribe, hit the like button, all that stuff, notifications, and I'll keep you updated my best ability on the Link daily. So we're close, we're battling, but even if we get across now, we need to see the ADX curve back up. We need to get strength, so that's what we're watching in the short term. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we've finally come out of fear. We've been out of fear a little bit. Last week we were in neutral, right? We're back in neutral. We haven't seen greed in a long time, right? But we're trying to make our way back up the hill here. We need to take out 54, a 55 or higher, and prices could follow, okay? Quote of the day by Sophocles. One word frees us of all the weight and pain in life. And that word is love and frogs and flowers. Car of the day, Ferrari 458 Speciali. What's the difference? I'm glad you asked. There's a 458 used. Those will go for about, quarter mil, 250K. This goes for, guess, get it in your mind. How much does this go for? 600. I've yet to find one of these under 600K. Why? Well, they're much more rare. One, they have a lot more carbon fiber, more racetrack version. So anything rare Ferrari usually goes sky high. These are really cool. A little bit different design than the regular 458s. They obviously got their signature stripes. The hood is different from a 458. It's just flat. This one actually goes down. You got the vents going in here. This is all carbon. This is not on the regular 458s. Carbon lips. There's one of these at Cars and Coffee just last Saturday. I saw a real person. A real person. I'm a real boy. Amazing in real life. The amount of carbon fiber on this, the whole side skirts are carbon, lips carbon everywhere, the whole rear diffusers are carbon. Just amazing little subtle details that only like real big car enthusiasts would notice. But obviously, if you're buying a $600,000 458 Speciali, you probably appreciate cars a little bit. Probably my favorite Ferrari, under $1 million right here, the 458 Speciali. Although it could be $1 million in a couple years from now. Collector's items, but 458s are pretty good. Save 300-400K, get you a regular 458. All right, that's it for Chainlink. Let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it. If you didn't like it, you're not even watching. So hopefully you liked it. Thank you for watching this long. I'll see you on the next video. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Appreciate it. Help spread the word. And this, the rest of the retail is gone. So if you're still here, you got a fighting chance.